Hello, everyone. It's Dolores Flakes with PantriApp. Welcome to this week's Reset and Refresh Thursday. I am in a different setting, as you guys see, right? I'm here to walk you guys through the tools that I've been talking about that's in PantriApp. Search recipes, upload a dish, all these other different tools that you're going to learn today. So you will be able to navigate in the app to get to know them. It is all about this week's reset, is all about just bringing your kitchen to life. And the ways you can do that is with these tools and so much more. So I just wanted to make sure that you get to know them. So we're going to dive right into it. Let me bring up my screen. All right, guys, when you navigate to the app, which is PantriApp.io, you're going to go right to our homepage. But I just wanted to dive right into the cart to table experience. And you can get, when you get from the homepage, you can go explore and it'll bring you to our homepage. And then you'll be able to see meal planning right there at the top. So making sure that you click here to get to here. All right. So the first tool is search recipes. And then the next one I'm going to go through, which is a bunch of tools inside of this upload recipe that you are going to absolutely love. Okay. Now we have extra tools that we're going to get into another day. Start meal planning. Guys, this is a life changer. Full prep assistance. So many different options for you guys to actually have a chef come to your home and give you some assistance, especially around these holidays that's coming up. Everybody's coming to the house. You need somebody to come in, food prep assistance. But we're going to get into that another day. So I'm going to dive into search recipes so we can get into this recipe of the week. So we have a Caribbean dish that you guys are going to love. It is a Caribbean jerk chicken and rice. It's just a one pot dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and search in here for that dish. And we have a full database of recipes. So you're going to see a whole bunch of recipes. But whenever I give you the recipe of the week, search by the exact name and it'll come up. And here is this beauty right here. You see this Caribbean jerk chicken rice? It gives you just a peek sneak view. It gives you the source, view recipe card, and voila. Our Pantry OS is working in the background, which is our AI, and it's bringing in all of the ingredients for you guys. It's bringing in the prep, cook time, all of this, and it's actually telling you the serving. But you can change it, and you can go up to 10 to feed 10 people in our app, all right? So I'm going to bring you back to 8. You also have the calories sitting here. This is not too bad for 8 people, right? So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to get back to this, but the recipe instructions are right here. And it's pretty long, but guess what? 25 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes, guys. That looks delicious. I want to make that, right? But I'm going to showcase what you guys can do going forward with that recipe. You can save it, but you actually have to have a membership to save, okay? You can download it for free. So you can download it and be able to use it, cook it yourself. Or you can get recipe ingredients. Let me just tell y'all guys, this is a life changer. I'm going to show you how it works, okay? And then you may hear Panny pop in, which is our AI. So let's go shop for some ingredients. Let me show you how this looks. So it's going to populate, guys, and it is going to be, look at this, just amazing. It brings in all the ingredients. You don't even have to go shopping. It just literally brought in everything you need. And you can actually come here and say, hey, I got chicken at home. I got rice at home. Oh, I didn't have the Caribbean jerk seasoning. Anything you need, you can just keep it checked and keep it moving. And then it actually says, hey, you may already have this at home. You may have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So you don't want to buy a whole bottle of olive oil. And just like you shop at Instacart today, you can do the same thing. You can click here, go to different stores, whatever you like to do. It is amazing, guys. I'm excited about this. Once you finish shopping, you can log into your account and still have it in your cart. Try it out. It's amazing. So I'm gonna go back to the tools, and I wanted to show you guys this, but I also wanted to mention You can also, if you want to hire a chef to cook this recipe or an entire meal, you can go through here and book a chef at the same time. And we have tonight's plate down here where you can actually put your whole meal together and do the same thing, book a chef. I'm excited to introduce this tool to you guys. This is search recipes. So we're going to go back and I'm actually going to go ahead and go to our upload recipe. Now, this one has 4 different tools that you can use. The first one is upload a dish, import a recipe from the web. And I'm going to tell you the reason why we chose this is because sometimes you go to a website and you're looking for a simple recipe and it is so many pop-ups. Whew, I'm going to show you what that work, how this is going to work. And then if you have a cooking video that you've looked at on YouTube, you can bring it in and just get the recipe. You don't have to watch the whole video and sit here and just write down the ingredients. I used to do that, not anymore. And I'm excited about this one. It is really wholeheartedly my favorite because I have recipes from my grandmother, my family, and you can actually take these recipes and develop them in our development studio, our recipe studio. And if you're a food blogger, this is for you. You have to have a membership in order to get these tools, guys. The search recipe is free to our Explorer account, but you have to have a membership with these. So I'm going to show you each one. Upload a dish. So I've actually saved a recipe and I'm actually going to go to it. The Caribbean jerk chicken. Okay. I'm going to take this picture and it's developing a recipe. It's going to populate everything you've seen just with the search recipes. You're going to get the same exact thing. Now, you say, okay, it's looking at the image, but I want to say, you see how it's a clean image? You can't take a photo with somebody eating the food and say, what is it? Let's just keep it real, okay? You want to have a clean picture so it can be analyzed by our Pantry OS. All right. Our AI in the background is working for you guys. Look at this, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. It took it and did the 4. If you want to convert it over to the 8 that we did, you can do that. You can change it. It'll move just like the other ones. Same thing you did before, same thing you can do here. One thing I want to mention, I made this recipe. So the Freedom Dashboard, if you are a member, our economy or executive, and I believe our basic, you can get, I made this recipe and what it's going to do is going to put it in your account and the Freedom Dashboard is actually calculating like how good you're eating. Like if you want to keep something on track or what you're doing in your life, what you're doing in your household, you know, in the future, we'll have laundry, home organizing. Anything you do in the app is going to be tracked in your own account with our Freedom Dashboard. And if you book a service, you get credits, money towards future services. It's a game changer. I made this recipe. You can check it and say you made it and get those points. All right. So this is upload a dish. Here is the instructions. Everything's there. All right. So I'm excited about that one. If you have one on your phone, whatever, you can use it. All right, we're going to move on. Import a recipe from the web. Here's one I was telling you about. You have a recipe site that you love to use, but you hate those pop-ups. I'm going to pop in the one that I got, this recipe. See, as soon as I got in here, there's a pop-up, okay? I'm at the recipe. There it is, that beauty. She made it. We always give our kudos to the person on the site by putting the resource on there. So you guys don't have to worry about that. I'll show you where that's at. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to click it, put it in here. And again, you have the rights to share this because it is public. You did get it from, we always have the resource, so no worries. So get the recipe. There it is. Now this time it did 2 servings. You can again, move it, whatever you need to do. Same situation as this, same instructions. Guys, game changer, right? I know. And then I'm going to go back to show you the video. Import from a video. So YouTube right now, okay, so we're working on other resources. but this is one that I found similar to the jerk. It is a jerk chicken rice beans with fried plantains. That sounds so good. All you're going to do is go to the share button, do copy, okay? And you can close it out and go back to Pantry app, put it in there. Again, confirm you have the rights to share. And there's that beauty. Look at that. Oh, it pulls in the image, okay? Then it has the recipe, rice beans recipe with the jerk, all of that is in here, guys. It looks delicious, don't it? Okay. Now this came out with the 8. Okay. Same, same, and same. See how simple that was? You ain't got no pop-ups. And I, trust me, will not have pop-ups on Pantry app. I can tell you that even in the future. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the final, which is my favorite. Develop recipes and our recipe studio. It is beauty. You have 2 options. You can preserve a family recipe by, I love my grandmother's caramel recipe. It is our family favorite, but I'm not sharing that one today. I actually have one that I had at my restaurant. I had a pizza restaurant, and I used to sometimes jot down my recipes I need to look at real quick for conversion, just to make sure I got my recipe right and won't forget when I'm busy. So this one, it went through the ringer. You guys will see that. But I quickly want to show you the develop one. You can actually type in everything if you like, okay? Or you can talk to Penny. We'll talk about that later. And we can have her to help you with this information, generating a recipe card, okay? But I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you the one for the, for the preserve a family recipe, okay? So this one, if you have a photo, your grandmother's photo you took on your phone, you can put it in here to be able to add it to the recipe. The original recipe, I'm going to show you mine. Look at that. Oh, it's beat up, y'all. That's okay. This is how some things will happen, right? You guys will have that. So no worries. Let's go ahead and preserve that family recipe. Get that information from that image so it can be able to feed it in here. And it is working. So I'm excited to introduce this to you guys. This is one of the tools that's part of our membership plan. And these tools are so amazing. As you see, it took the name of the recipe, glazed pecan. This is what this is. And this was just a quick recipe. And it basically took it and took, look, 4 cups, 1 cup, 4 tablespoons. Look at this. 4 cups, 1 cup, 4 tablespoons. And then I did a half of a recipe on this side. Okay. So you know what it did? It did some preservation notes. I was so excited to see this. It actually said that I made a note. So say grandmother said, you know what, baby, you can go and do this with this recipe. If that note is on that paper, it's going to be in the notes section of this recipe. And then it told you that it really didn't tell you about the cooking method or the temperature, which it did not, but it wrote a note saying that, right? So what it's going to do now, we're going to say, restore this recipe. Ooh, I'm excited about that. And you know what?
I've helped restore this recipe so you can keep it, make it, share it, shop for the ingredients, or bring it back to the table whenever you're ready. Your family recipe is ready for you.
You know what? That was Penny. She pops in on certain pages. You'll hear her later. But I'm actually going to bring her on the screen to talk to her and let her tell us about this recipe. Let's talk to her. Hello, Penny.
Hi, Dolores. It's great to hear from you. You're in Recipe Developer Studio working on candied pecans. Those sound amazing. What can I help you with today? Want to refine that recipe, get the ingredients ready, or something else?
Well, Penny, I just showed the recipe and how we got it from the recipe studio to our audience. I am introducing them to you so they'll know how you can help them.
That's wonderful, Dolores. Thanks for introducing me. I love being part of the process. To everyone watching, I'm here to make things easier after that recipe lands in your hands. Whether you want to organize the ingredients into a ready-to-shop grocery list, book a chef to cook it for you, or explore other recipes and pairings, I've got you covered. So Dolores, would you like me to turn those candied pecans into a grocery list for Instacart, or show what else pairs beautifully with them?
Annie, I think we'll allow our viewers to do that on their own. So I'm going to say good night, Penny, and I'm going to proceed with my live. I appreciate you.
You've got it, Dolores. Thank you for letting me be part of this moment. It was fun. Have a wonderful night. And whenever you or your viewers need a hand with recipes, shopping, or planning, I'll be right here. Sleep well.
Guys, that was Penny, and I can tell you right now, she is going to be a life changer for those who are, first to cooking, learning how to cook, don't have, a husband or a wife who do not know how to cook or trying to explore things. Penny is here. She can walk you through the entire recipe. So I'm excited to introduce you to all of our tools, guys. And look, when I
Welcome
tell
to
you,
Pantry App,
I'm going to
your
pause
household
this. Give me
operating
one
system.
second. All right. I'm going to tell you that this is a life changer. I actually, Marcus Flakes, our founder and CEO, when he brought cart to table, I said, oh my goodness, this is going to help us in our life. And we developed it to help you. So I want you guys to experience it, but I want you to think about how it can help you in your kitchen. Okay. So when I talk to you guys about these tools, I'm not just telling you to sell you, I'm telling you to get some help, relieve some stress so it can be a life changer just like me. I use PantriApp every single day. I look for recipes, and while we're still building, yes, I'm thinking about everything for you guys as well. So while you're going into the weekend, make sure you visit, make sure you become, a member, whether that be an explorer or whenever you're ready to upgrade. It doesn't matter. We're going to be here. And I also want to say that next week, I'm going to have a raffle. So anybody who joins us will be part of that raffle. And we're going to be giving away a membership for the month. And then after that, we're going to be giving out more. And we have our Pantry Out Live, which is our quarterly event coming up. So I'm super excited, guys. I want you to enjoy your weekend. And I really, 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 truly appreciate you joining me today. And thank you so much. And I will see you next week. Bye.